On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Aztecs will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Monroe. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you've got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving it.
Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice
deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Memphis. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. He wants to pass it on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the line.
Lets it fly. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll run the screen. Just buried it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Memphis wants to move quickly. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You don't see a ton of wide receivers come in as true freshmen and just take over the game and be the best player on the field. Man, he's done that as a true freshman. It's been amazing to watch, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy hunt as a receiver, which is not a normal thing. So it kind of
unleashes one deep. Give him 6. Touchdown, Memphis. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Rice went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Owls in a statement win if there ever was one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. On second down, wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Looking for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, San Diego State.
how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Monroe. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. And those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Memphis 14, San Diego State 7.
A new set of downs after the completion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. To the air, it's Landry. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. Take over at the 25-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Aztecs are marching down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll throw it on first down. They're setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
3rd down play from the gun. Quarterback moving. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aztecs. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Memphis Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
Brings it in down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Looking downfield, it's Landry. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
It's complete on the right side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's right on target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Comes out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry up. On second down, just keeps firing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going.
Number 7 set to kick off.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If every journey begins with a step, This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll pull it down and run. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Throws for the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's going to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
On second down, he's looking downfield. A strike downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. He wants it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move to his left. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the misfire, now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Landry. Quickly to the tight end.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
To the 15. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
San Diego State, 20.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Lowers those pads. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the 4th quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that.
Memphis, 35. San Diego State, 20.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, looking for a man. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The Aztecs have moved it inside the 20. He's going to pass on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screenplay you're going to get something positive, something decent. That was absolutely awful. There was nowhere to go, no room for the running back to make a play. That offense needs to execute that a lot better.
Puts him in the spin cycle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll throw on third down. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Landry. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there, take care of the football, and cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off, but defense now, go make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Pressure's there and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that we're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.